are now officially leaving Moab, Utah. I don't know if I say that right every time I say it. We are now headed to Page, Arizona to see Horseshoe Bend before we go back home. So I will document the journey there, you guys. Alright, you guys, we just got to Page, Arizona. Going to hike up the trail up to Horseshoe Bend, so I'll see you in the GoPro footage. Alright, you guys, we're finally home from the hiking trip. A long drive. Was on the road since 10 in the morning, including that stop to Page, Arizona to see that view you guys just saw. It's 8:07. Gonna have ramen. Literally, honestly, haven't been counting macros this whole trip because we are on vacay, but been trying to eat smart. But we're gonna make ramen here. I'm gonna show you how I do it. Pretty easy. All you need, I use the spicy Korean noguri ramen. One of these, actually half a bag is 260 calories, but double that, that'd be 520 calories, 16 fat, 84 carb, and 8 protein. But it's super delicious. So we're gonna heat the pot on medium heat, and then we're gonna add some water. I am making 2 of them, so we're gonna eyeball about, I believe the directions says put 1 cup for each serving, so we're just gonna do about that much. And honestly, it depends on how spicy or salty you like your ramen, so that's about it. Actually, first things first, we're gonna bring this to a boil, put the cap on, or the lid on, put it on high heat, bring it to a boil, and then once it's boiling, we're gonna put the noodles in, and I'll show you what's going on. Alright, y'all, now that it's boiling right there like this, we're gonna go ahead and add the noodles. So I'm gonna first add the noodles. In this package comes noodles, the powder, and then the little dry vegetable mix. So put the noodles in first. I might take some water out depending, so I like it somewhat spicy. The noodles in. Put the little runts of noodles in there. And then after that, we're gonna put the vegetables in. You don't have to put this if you don't want it. Just green onion, carrot, look like squid, and I think mushrooms. Put that like that. I'm gonna use my chopstick and then turn down the heat to medium. Let's turn some light on. Just gonna, if I had a bigger tripod, I would do this and show you with the camera, but I'm gonna do this real quick before I show you all. So here are the noodles. And I also set aside 2 eggs. That's also optional. Sorry. I'm trying to do this and show you all. But I'm gonna take a little water out because I don't like it too watery. You don't want too much water. I'm just eyeballing it based on the consistency with the water and the noodles. Okay, now that it's like that, let's put the spicy powder in. The trick is you shake it a little bit. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Shake this a little bit like this, and then get it down. Like that. Let's mix this up again. You want to add the egg before the noodles fully cooked. But you want to add it when the noodles like breaks apart so you can bury the egg, and I'll show you that part. So got the egg in there. Let me wash my hands off. Okay, and then you get the chopstick or whatever you have and pop the yolk, so then you can cook it all the way. Unless you like it kind of runny, do that, right? And we're gonna bury it with the noodles like this, and then we're gonna cook it through. There you go. And then put the lid on semi like this and wash the soup. Make sure it doesn't foam up. So we're gonna do that for a while. Let it cook thoroughly. And the reason why you don't want the heat on high with the egg in there is because it will start foaming up and the egg won't have enough time to cook nice and thoroughly, and it breaks apart. So you want to kind of like I put on level 6, which is medium high-ish, but not medium high. So I'm gonna let that cook until the noodles are done to my liking, and you guys can cook it till it's done to your liking, and then it's pretty much done and then ready to serve. This is what it's looking like. Yummy. And I'm gonna try a little bit to see if it's cooked all the way. I'm gonna turn the stove off and get ready to serve it. This is the hardest part, trying to spill everywhere. Get it even enough noodles for each bowl. That's grab my tongs. Put it over here. I know where the egg is in there. Let's cook them. I'll try to see this. A little bit of some. A little bit of this one before. Oh, you're loaded. Put the rest in here. There you go. I just made a little bit of a mess. Alright, y'all, this is what it looks like. You see a little bit of the egg right there on top. But yeah, that is the final product. That's how you make Korean ramen. Another thing you guys can do is get seaweed right here. You can either eat it with a bite of noodles, or you can just soak it in the soup and then eat it like that. So I like to put like this. Perfect.